time to talk about another Stephen King film, Dreamcatcher. So this movie was released March 28th back in 2003. That was a while ago. Yep. I might spoil this, by the way. Okay. Um yeah, they had a $16 million budget, so pretty substantial for his name is theatrically released. So I think by Warner Brothers or DreamWorks, probably both. But yeah, and it was directed by Lawrence Kasdan, which is interesting because he's the only other big films he's known for is like The Big Chill and Silverado. So him doing a sci-fi like horror type film was interesting to see. So basically, if you don't know what Dreamcatcher is, it's obviously based on a Stephen King book about a group of friends who all have telepathy and they can communicate with each other and shit. And they all have like a reunion, and they talk about their past, how they helped out like this like kid who's getting picked on. It was really weird, odd compared to the others and stuff. With some pretty amusing, cheesy parts in that flashbacks, but yeah. And then yeah, so they come back together for a cabin, and they experience this guy coming by who has a little problem. So he goes to the cam. He's in there for a while, and these two of the friends are there with trying to like it's taking him so long. And then all of a sudden, he shits out something, and they open up the door. It's like a bloodbath, gory. Love the gore. Yeah, and a lot of weird things happen around the cabin too at the same time. Like all the animals are running away, military flying over. They find this like girl in the snow and all this weird stuff. So the first like half hour is pretty intense. Good character build up in this time, and a very cool, shocking scenes start to happen. Like they open up the toilet. Turns out it's an alien slug looking thing that came out of the guy's asshole. Nothing beats that. Yeah. So it squirms. It goes really fast. Reminds me of the movie Slither, but like one big one, not a whole pile of small ones. So yeah. Uh, so this geniuses are trying to get it stuff, and an alien comes down and stands in the cabin with them. It's then this is where it gets really confusing and messed up. So they all have to. They find. How should I put this? It's really confusing and hard to explain sometimes. Uh, but yeah, so basically the military is trying to find this alien species, run by Morgan Freeman, obviously. Like, who else would run it? Not military operations. And yeah, and then they try to get this. They're trying to use their telepathy to some of the other friends are gone, so trying to get them to come back and find the kid that they picked that was getting picked on. Come help them get the alien back, and then there's this weird alien mating scene at the end, and yeah, this is a really confusing mess of a movie. Um, it is really cool to see and stuff, but man, is it complicated, all over the place, and really hard to explain. So I'll link the trailer down below so you can watch that. And that could probably explain some of it. But overall, it wasn't bad. It's really well shot. Some of the acting is a little clumsy in some spots. And it starts off really strong. Like the first half hour, 45 minutes, is perfect, smooth sailing. And then they introduce all this other junk, and it's just like, wow, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and what a mind messer. It's not the worst Stephen King film by any means. Pretty sure there's a lot worse out there. But yeah, what can I say? I still thought it was interesting. A lot of cool gore scenes. The alien scenes are interesting and stuff, but like the filler in between was pretty boring. And a lot of random bickering and stuff like that. So I'll probably give it like 3.5, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it came out in 2003. I watched this when it first came to like DVD and stuff when I was young, and I thought it was like awesome. Now I'm watching it, I'm just like, yeah, I can see why I liked it, but I also get a lot more about movies now. So yeah, 3.5 it is. Um, So yeah, that's what I think of Dreamcatcher. It's not very. There's a lot of cool corny parts in it, like trying to hold the creature down the toilet before they even know what it is. Stuff. It was pretty ridiculous and funny all at the same time. Um, some pretty trippy some pretty trippy parts in it as well. Watch it sober if you do. Yeah, it's not one of those type of movies. So yeah, 3.5 it is. Subscribe, like this thing if you thought that was a good enough definition, and comment down below if you've seen it. Let me know what you think and how you'd explain it, describe it. Also, if you want to hear more Stephen King stuff, horror, sci-fi reviews, you have specific ones you want me to review, comment those down below. There's a link for my Instagram down below, and yeah, that's where I post a lot of like film clips and stuff on my stories of future reviews, but I never really tell them what ones they are, so you're gonna have to guess them all. And yeah, so that was Dreamcatcher. Now, if I buy a Dreamcatcher, will all this happen to me? I might try that.